the first of a series of events organized by the British Embassy and the Mexican Chevening Alumni Association, aimed to analyze and generate fruitful discussion on key topics for society, among which, of course, climate change is no doubt an issue worth shedding light on. To formally open this event, we welcome Ambassador Mr. Duncan Taylor, Ambassador of Great Britain to Mexico. Please welcome Mr. Duncan Taylor.
Muchas gracias, Talia. Muy buenas noches a todos y bienvenido a la Embajada Británica. Es un placer tenerlos todos aquí con nosotros esta noche. Como tengo entendido que ustedes todos han estudiado en Inglaterra, voy a aprovechar para hablar un poco en inglés con ustedes, porque supongo que todos hablan corrientemente inglés, ¿no? I've only been here as ambassador just for 7 weeks or so, and it's been a wonderful 7 weeks, very busy, very dramatic, and my team here seems to want to keep me very busy indeed, but it's been lovely to come here and see what a fantastic welcome we've had, and what a nice goodwill there is towards the United Kingdom. And one of the things that struck me when I was preparing to come out to Mexico, was that we have so many Mexicans coming to study in the UK, not just obviously achieving scholars, although that's a very important elite part of the students going to the UK, but also students who are paying their own way or who are sponsored by CONACYT and others. I'm told by the charge in Mexico, in London, Alejandro Estivil, that something like 2,500 Mexicans are studying in the UK at any time. I take a huge encouragement from that, because I think that having a strong relationship between two countries is enhanced enormously by having people studying in each other's country and the exposure that gives to each other's culture. And having so many Mexicans study in the UK, I think, is of enormous value to us and to me as ambassador in trying to take forward the relationship. Already in the few visits I've done out of Mexico, to go to Guadalajara and Monterrey, for example, meeting governors and their offices, I talk about the students that go to the UK, and immediately at least 2 people in the room say, yes, I was in the UK, I was at Warwick, or I was at LSE, or I was in Coventry, and talk about the experience that they had. Now, the assumption, of course, is the experience will be a good one, and that you will enjoy, or have enjoyed your time in the UK, and that you will have made a connection with the UK, which means that you remain interested in the UK and have some goodwill towards the UK. So I hope that's the case. From what I can see from the people I've met who've spoken to me about the experience it has been. And I think it's an incredibly rich and valuable part of the relationship. One area that I'd like to see us do more in is to get more British students come to Mexico. It's a very unbalanced exchange of students at the moment, around 2,500 in the UK from Mexico. I'm told about 30 to 40 British coming to study in any year in Mexico. But I'm glad to see that the British government actually has launched a scheme to try to promote and encourage more students to study overseas. And I'm hoping that with that will include Mexico, we will see more British students coming to Mexico. I think it's the same points I made about the goodwill towards the UK, I think can apply the other way around. If students come from the UK to study in Mexico, I think that can also be very helpful indeed. I'm really pleased, though, to see and to learn that the Chevening Alumni Association is organising events like this one, and has, as I understand it, recently sort of got a fresh lease on life, because the Chevening alumni is really a very special sort of cohort of students, or ex-students, or graduates. And I think that we have more here in Mexico, I'm told, than any other country in Latin America, significantly more. And I think it provides a really rich source of knowledge and understanding of the UK. And I'm hoping that we will have quite a lot of events involving Chevening scholars, but also looking at other students who have been to the UK. As I said, I think there's really a great potential there for taking advantage of that and building up our relationship that we all want to see. Closer relationships, a richer relationship between the two countries. I think there's an enormous amount of potential. As great goodwill from everybody I meet here, including all the way from the President on, when I presented credentials to President Peña Nieto 2 weeks ago, just under 2 weeks ago. The welcome was extraordinary. I mean, he was full of goodwill towards the UK and looking forward to developing the relationship and looking forward to doing more with the UK. So for me as a new ambassador, I mean, it was music to my ears. I couldn't ask for more than such a very positive relationship with the concierge sitting next to him, who was nodding his head and saying, yeah, you know, etc. So I think I'm very lucky to be here when there's so much goodwill towards my country from Mexicans. I know that the British who know Mexico are very fond of Mexico. Many of them actually come and stay here and they don't leave. They like it so much they stay to work here in Mexico, and I've met quite a few. But I'm looking forward enormously to 4 years, I hope, at least here, developing that relationship, doing what I can with the team here in the embassy to promote it. But I do think that a very key part of that is going to be working with students who've been to the UK, who are now back here and in your jobs in Mexico, especially the Chevening alumni, but also other students as well. So I hope you have a very interesting evening. The subject being climate change. Richard Shackleton, and head of our team here in the embassy, keeps me very, very busy on this subject. In fact, this morning he'll probably be talking to you about what we were doing this morning at the Stock Exchange. We have really a lot of very exciting projects going on in cooperation between the UK and Mexico in that area. So I hope you'll enjoy listening to that. I'm going to have to disappear myself, I'm afraid, because I'm in the middle of another piece of work. But I hope you enjoy the presentations that you have and you have a good discussion afterwards. And thank you all very much indeed for coming. Muchas gracias.